why should a student participate in an internship? I think one of the best ways to find out about career fit or even a company fit is to participate in an internship. An internship is a short-term experience within an organization which is designed to help a student decide whether or not they actually want to pursue this career or work for a company. You're able to learn things on the job where you don't necessarily have the level of responsibility as you would as a full-time paid employee. And most of the times they're short-term, anywhere between 10 weeks to 3 months or even a semester, depending upon what kind of internship experience it is. So I think the best reason for a student to do this is to determine whether or not the career choice they think they want to do is actually what they want to do. Where do they look for internships? Well, there's a wide variety of ways to do it. There's no one way that I would say is the best way because there are numerous ways to go about doing it. Of course, starting here, we have binders in which employers send us information about internships that we make them available in the job placement office. We have a student work desk with all the binders the students can review and see what kind of opportunities are there. A lot of information students will find online, and a lot of times employers want you to apply for the internship online. So I would say just go thinking about the company or organization somebody wants to work for, going online, looking at their website, seeing if they offer internships. That's an easy way to do it. And then a lot of times they'll say, apply for internships here. You click on the link, fill out your information, and then you're able to review all the opportunities that they have there as well. Another thing students can do is just type in internships in a Google search. I did that this morning and I found 6 or 7 different locations for students to find internships. I thought 3 of the ones that seemed really easy were internships.com, monster.com, and simplyhire.com. And that was just the top 3 that showed up when I typed in internships. Okay, so let's see.
I applied for my internship. Well, it was announced by members of the Social Equality Club as a internship for organizing students, right? So when I heard about it, I thought that it was a good opportunity because I had already been working in organizing, but I thought it was a good opportunity in working in an internal setting, right? So yeah, you're organizing students through a means of activism, but when you're doing it in a political level or when you're doing it with close ties to other members of Cerritos College, that's even more important and more impacting. So I just wanted to see how some of the internal politics work. It just enforced the idea that things will not get done unless you organize and unless you get involved. So it definitely enforced that idea. And I think that it's disciplined me into a schedule where, you know, it's more rigid, it's more, you know, there's these things that I have to do and I will have to do them, and they have to be achieved. Like I have to set my goals and they need to be achievable ones so that not only I can benefit from it, but everybody around me as well.
You know, it's hard to tell because what happens is if they are unpaid internships, students, they want money. So, I mean, let's be real. You're going to school, you need salary, so you want to be able to get paid for what you're doing. So it's a little bit of a challenge for students who have financial limitations. So, but if you're able to do it like for a summer or a semester or even 10 weeks, like I said, you gain the valuable experience. And I think that's what is key. Okay, so what places have and do not have internships? A lot of companies, especially your bigger corporations, they'll offer internships because that's how they also test drive student workers or people who are going to be graduating. So I would say, you know, if a student has a dream of working for, let's say JPL, for example, go on JPL's website, check it out. A lot of times they have jobs at whatever company it is. type in internships or summer employment, and you'll get a list of what's available, and they'll tell you exactly how to apply. I know that they do have an internship program because I've looked before, and all you have to do is fill out it's just a really, really brief application that they have online, and then you're able to search. And then the idea is that once you find an internship that you're interested in, go ahead and apply for it. What I would say is, even for an internship, have a resume. So you definitely want to make sure that you have a resume that best represents your skills and abilities and knowledge, so that they can see as well what you have to offer them. Because the job market is all about offering solutions to a hiring need. And so if you're able to tell an employer on paper, this is how I can meet your needs, you're already one step ahead of the game of somebody who submits the same resume to 50 different types of industries and maybe gets a bite on their resume because it's too generic. But if you make it specific towards an organization, you increase your chances. The difference between an internship and a job is, like I said, it's usually short term. Sometimes they're non-paid, but more are becoming paid. So again, getting in there, finding out if XYZ company offers an internship, and then how to apply. Everything's online. A lot of companies are doing that these days.
Well, right now, the internship is kind of at a pausing point because what we did for our internship was campaign. We campaigned for certain Board of Trustees candidates, and we also did a voting registration booth, which was really awesome because a lot of students weren't registering to vote. They were really just apathetic about it, and we were out there in Falcon Square, and we were organized. We set up a booth, and we were registering people online, right? And it was really cool because it was a new approach to registering. There was like people across from us, and they were registering them, with a writing application, and they didn't get any signatures. But we actually were able to get. We're probably collecting around like 100 signatures a day, or like 100 registries a day. So, it's funny because while in the internship, sometimes I would forget that I was doing the internship. I really was just doing it because I knew the importance of voting during this midterm election. I knew the importance of getting the right members into the Board of Trustees. Do I want to campaign in the future and get paid? No. This is only because it's a college setting where we have the ability to make like important decisions, and that's exactly what drove me, not because I was getting paid. I mean, it's awesome. It's an awesome incentive, and we were supposed to get paid this week, I guess, but I totally forgot. But yeah, it's really the cost of it, and believing in what you're doing, and not just believing that there's a paycheck coming at the end of the day.